And well, over the next 30 minutes, we take you through all the stories from across the world, nations, sports and entertainment. Clashes erupted in Santa Cruz and La Paz in Bolivia on Wednesday as protesting doctors entered their 34th day of strike that has shut down local hospitals. Police fired tear gas as protesters blocked roads and threw rocks. Protesters gathered outside the health ministry and fired small explosives at the police in riot gear. Medical professionals are demanding the repeal of a new law that imposes heavier sanctions on doctors found guilty of causing physical harm to their patients. The new punishments include 5 to 9 years of imprisonment, the suspension of a professional title and the seizure of assets. Talks with the Bolivian government regarding the new law has crumbled. Well, Peru's center-right president Pedro Pablo Kuczynski may reshuffle his cabinet in the coming days. The president triggered an outcry by pardoning former authoritarian leader Alberto Fujimori. Fujimori had served 12 years of a 25-year sentence for graft and human rights crimes in the 1900s to 2000. Right-wing government. In the past 2 weeks, the political situation in Peru has turned quite volatile after the opposition ruled Congress sought to oust the current president in the wake of a graft scandal. Disneyland in California was affected by a power outage on Wednesday, leading to many being stuck in their joy rides. The reason behind the power outage is not known. The park was at full capacity on Wednesday. Aerials of the park showed some rides still in operation. The Philippine municipality of Salvador, devastated by floods caused by tropical storm Tembin, is in urgent need of relief supplies. The mayor of Salvador has said the disaster caused by the storm Tembin is the first of its kind in history. More than 100 houses have been damaged at 4 Barangays town. More than 200 people are dead and 160 missing after the tropical storm devastated the southern Philippines, unleashing flash floods and setting off landslides. Tel Aviv can now boast of a world record containing 36-meter plastic brick tower featuring more than 500,000 pieces. The tower was built to honor a young cancer victim in the Israeli city. The multicolored Omer Tower, named after 8-year-old Lego fan Omer Sayag, was completed using cranes in Robin Square. It took more than a fortnight's construction on work by thousands of residents. A blast ripped through a supermarket in Russia's St. Petersburg on Wednesday evening, injuring at least 10 shoppers. The explosion was caused by a homemade bomb packed with pieces of metal with a force equivalent to 200 grams of TNT. A criminal case on grounds of attempt to murder has been filed. Russian media reports said that the bomb had been hidden in a locker where shoppers leave their belongings in a branch of a supermarket chain. Close to 1,000 people marched in the French town of Le Pen to pay tribute to Maëlys Arauia, a 9-year-old girl who disappeared while attending a family wedding. Her parents organized the march, saying that it was not just a tribute to their daughter but also a demand for the truth, as the case's main suspect continues to deny his involvement in her disappearance. A guest at the wedding has been in police custody since September and under formal investigation since November for the girl's suspected kidnapping. Libya put 142 illegal migrants on a flight back to Guinea on Wednesday with the help of the UN Migration Agency. The North African country has stepped up deportations to ease severe overcrowding in its detention centers. The deportation comes in the wake of a news report on migrants being sold for slave labor that sparked an international outcry. The United Nations Migration Agency has stepped in the rate at which it flies migrants home from Libya, aiming to evacuate up to 15,000 in the final month of the year. Pakistani Prime Minister Shahid Khan Abbasi inaugurated the 2 completed phases of the Hazara motorway, which is the first highway operated in northern China-Pakistan economic corridor. The Hazara motorway and the Karakoram highway form the main transportation artery in the northern CPEC region. Jointly construction by China's Yazuba Corporation and Pakistan's National Highway Authority. Its operated part of the Hazara motorway is a 6-lane highway measuring 39.6 kilometers long in total. Well, an active Indonesian volcano, Mount Snabung, erupted on Wednesday, spewing ash up to 4.6 kilometers into the sky, but authorities said there were no casualties. The volcano's alert level has remained in fact at its highest since the first eruption 2 years ago, when 6 people were killed and tens of thousands of local residents were evacuated. Well, now for some stories from India. A team of experts appointed by Indian government visited Cyclone Oki hit fishing villages in southern Kochi city on Wednesday. Cyclone Oki ravaged India's southern Kerala and Tamil Nadu states last month before barreling into Lakshadweep on 2nd of December. Many fishermen went missing in the wild seas, prompting authorities to launch frantic search operations. Reportedly, 105 people are still missing. A special National Investigation Agency court has held that Sadhvi Pragya Thakur, Lieutenant Colonel Purohit and 6 others accused in the 2008 Malegaon blast case will stand trial on stringent terror charges. 2 bomb blasts killed around 7 people and injured several others at a mosque in Malegaon in September 2008. Purohit and Thakur are alleged to have conspired blasts on the 29th of September 2008 in Malegaon town. Purohit was granted bail by India's Supreme Court in August earlier this year, while in April Bombay High Court had granted bail to Thakur, holding that prima facie no case was made out against her. A rehabilitation centre in Pune city is providing a second chance at life to soldiers who got critically wounded while serving the nation. The Paraplegic Rehabilitation Centre is home to 91 paraplegic soldiers. The centre aims to provide soldiers with opportunities to become self-reliant. It is an institution that caters to 100% disabled ex-servicemen. Members of Communist Party of India held a demonstration in southern Rameshwaram city over uncensored rise in property and house tax. The protesters painted their bodies with the sign Namam, meaning being cheated, and said the increase in tax will deal a big blow to the common man. The municipal corporation has raised property tax 16 times in the last 6 months. Indian government will today introduce a bill in the parliament seeking to criminalize the practice of triple talaq or instant divorce among Muslim community. The Muslim Women Protection of Right on Marriage Bill 2016, if passed, will make triple talaq illegal and a punishable offence. The violators can be imprisoned for a term of up to 3 years. The victim will be allowed to approach the court to seek subsistence allowance for herself and minor children. She will also be entitled to seek custody of her children. The bill, which was approved by the Union Cabinet earlier this month, was prepared in the backdrop of Supreme Court's verdict that made the practice of triple talaq illegal. Indian Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj will make a statement in the Parliament today over the mistreatment, in fact, of jailed Indian Kulbhushan Jadhav's family in Islamabad. Various political parties, including the Shiv Sena, Trinamool Congress and AIADMK, strongly protested against the treatment meted out to the wife and mother of Kulbhushan Jadhav. The opposition has given an adjournment notice in the Lok Sabha demanding all the listed businesses to be adjourned and to hold a detailed discussion over the Meanwhile, Pakistani government has blocked WION. Our news website www.wionnews.com was blocked by some of the internet providers in the country. Remember, WION was the only Indian channel from Islamabad that covered the meeting between jailed Indian Kulbhushan Jadhav and his family.